What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here. Hope you're having a good day, and welcome back to another edition of the world's first. Of course, if you're still enjoying the series, please go and hit that like button. Now, today we have a couple of daunting tasks ahead of us, Spurs and Liverpool in the league. But before we get to that, let's take a look and see how we've done in the league, as well as take a look at a transfer that we had to have made because someone was unhappy. And because poor old Gerard O'Donnell just wasn't feeling quite right with the amount of play time I was giving him. He said he wanted to be starting more games when he just wasn't. There were several other people that were better than him sitting in front and just didn't like being a rotation option. He wanted to leave. So I granted his request right on deadline day, sold him off to Swindon for £625,000, which is modest. It's okay. It's not as much as I would have liked to have gotten for him, but given the circumstances, it's okay. It did give us an option to strengthen in the middle of the park, because out at the right, I still have Neil Cooper and Jean Amena, but it gave me an option to strengthen in the middle of the park. Hugh James Jones, who we brought in from Blackpool for a fee of £110,000. The 32-year-old I originally got when he was 31. The 32-year-old now looks pretty solid. Some of his physicals are starting to go downhill, but he was better technically. He had better vision, better in the attacking stats. And to be quite honest with you, more of an all-around midfielder. Yes, he does have Lewis Dunn and Jakob Moen to challenge for in the middle of the park, but he's a great little bit of a rotation option who could eventually play out on the right just in case there's an injury out there. Now taking a look at the results since our last live cop of Southampton and Burnley, we went on and played 6 matches, won 2, drew 1, and lost 3, and a couple of those losses, really big losses. But we rebounded against Burnley by taking on Brighton and beating Brighton by the score of 3-2, avenging a 6-0 loss earlier in the season. Stephen Edwards, McGinty, and Gerard O'Donnell all getting on the score sheet there. And then a goal-festy loss to follow that up, 5-3 to Derby County. Derby scoring 4 of those goals in 30 minutes in the second half, basically taking advantage of our tired defense. We then came back and rebounded against Nottingham Forest. Liam O'Neill, Neil Cooper getting the goals there. But then 2 straight losses, one of them expected, one of them really not. A 2-0 loss at Manchester City. That's the expected one. But a 5-0 loss at home against West Brom. And it didn't help that one of our defenders, Jesper Anderson, got sent off early in the match. That's what really contributed to West Bromwich Albion just demolishing us on this day. Very unfortunate. And then we've kindly pulled away a point in this last match against Fulham away from home. Stephen Edwards, Neil Cooper getting the 2 goals on our side. Fulham getting 2 on theirs. Nothing more to say about this. Offense did well enough to win. Defense just had a little bit of a collapse in the first half. So with that, we actually did move up the table slightly. We're sitting in 11th place now, 32 points through 27 matches. We do have a match in hand on some of the teams around us, but against the teams that we're facing today, Spurs and Liverpool, I just don't see us moving up the table. I honestly don't see us coming away with a result, but we can always try. That's football, right? We can always try, see if we can get a draw. So let's get into today's match versus Spurs. And this is how we're going to line up at the new White Hart Lane. Dionisio Silva, of course, going to be in net. Gabriel, Martinez, Henry, and Borthwick Jackson along the back line. The mid-4 will consist of Cooper, Dunn, Moen, and Bailey. Edwards and Curtis sitting up front. Let's hope they can at least grab a goal against the Spurs today. Cross fingers, hopefully we do well. Let's kick off and see what happens. Playing a bit more controlling today. Usually we have this as a counter-attacking formation, but I want to hold on to the ball as much as possible, give us the best possible chance to get goals. Corner kick for us, 15 minutes on. It's holy crap, we actually got it through. Cooper gets it through, headed on to Martinez. It bounced around, off the post, off the goalkeeper. It's in the back of the net, and we have a shocking lead. Also, take a look at the possession stats right here. We have had 72% of the ball in 15 minutes of play. Martinez rises high, gets the ball past Simone Scuffet. They have Scuffet as their goalkeeper. Excuse me? Oh, but on the other end, I'm getting all giddy over here, and then Spurs are like, oh, well, fine, we'll just do the same thing to you off of a corner kick. Torres gets inside to Briel Mbolo, and Mbolo does the same exact thing to us, just right past the goalkeeper without any problem whatsoever, and we're back even. And then the defense, there are 2, almost 3 guys looking at that one guy who was on the byline, leaving somebody wide-ass open in the middle of the park, and fires it into a wide open net, and Spurs have now taken the lead. Look at that. 3 guys going after the one guy on the byline, leaving Courage all wide open. The floodgates are going to open, aren't they? Aren't they? 2 good saves from Silva. Come on, boys. This is absolutely horrible. Look at that. 2 great saves, And then the defense completely loses track of Mbolo. Okay, he did have a marker on him, but he just didn't do anything. Jordan Gabriel just let Mbolo take that and say, okay, that's mine now. I mean, I did say these two matches, Spurs and Liverpool, were not going to be easy. We have had the ball. We have had the ball for 60% of this first half, but having that ball obviously didn't turn into goals. Our only goal being off the set piece. Spurs are absolutely just passing us off the park, outpacing us, and really we can't find a way to match up with them. We could go full-on attack and try to pump the ball over them. We could switch to counterattack, which is probably what I'm going to do. But as it stands right now, there's just not much that my team can do to try and get back into this match. We are just completely outmatched. We're completely outclassed. Phil Curtis tries to slip it through to Stephen Edwards. I mean, he had a chance. This has got Spurs goal written all over it. I mean, the ball going all the way back to the goalkeeper after we had a nice little bit of an attack. This highlight's going to still go on. They're going to have some great passing. Barty's going to cross into the middle. Mbolo, or it wasn't Mbolo, it was somebody else, but still saw it coming. Spurs got their fourth goal, and this match is pretty much all done and dusted. We're not coming back now. I mean, like I said, the ball going all the way back to the goalkeeper off an attack from us. Of course, the highlight's still going to go on because that's exactly how FM runs in this game. I'm pretty glad that we're just about done with this game because it's all too predictable.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. I wasn't calling anything because I didn't think that he was going to take the shot, much less it go in. Ante Kuric with his brace on the day. It's 5-1 to Spurs. 13 minutes left to go. Let's take a look at this again. There's some decent passing off of a free kick. They made 3 passes. 2 passes off a free kick. Kuric just says, fuck it, I'll take a shot from 27 yards out, and it somehow goes in. Well, thank God that's over. We can look forward to getting our asses handed to us by Liverpool now. 5-1, man. Right, so now we're back home versus Liverpool, 4th place Liverpool, and this is how we're going to line up. A lot of changes on this day. However, the man in between the sticks, Dionisio Silva, still there. We're going to have Gabriel, Henry, Borthwick Jackson, and Mark Bola along the back line today. We're actually going to give Jean Amena a start. He hasn't started in quite a long time. Hopefully he can use his pace to help us out here, along with James Jones, Marvin Fowler, and Ashley Bailey along the middle. And, of course, the guys that are sitting up front, Edwards and Curtis. Hopefully they can give ourselves a goal or 2 and maybe cause a little bit of pressure for Liverpool. I don't know. Here's crossing fingers to hoping. Let's kick off, see what happens. Oh, I'm going to get another headache from this match. I just know it. I just know it. Corner kick, same as what happened last time at the very start of this match, but it's cleared away. Edwards with the ball. He's already on a yellow card. Very strange. Bailey coming inside. You can just pass it off to somebody decent. Fowler, tackled by Eric Dyer. I mean, and then Jack Grealish on Liverpool. Something you would not have seen at all. Bailey to Jean Amena. Oh, Jean Amena. You could have redeemed yourself for all those times that I didn't play you, but you hit the post. You absolute mug. 17 minutes now, Bailey slipping and past his defender. It does go to Jean Amena, and he's the one who puts us into the lead. Jean Amena, he was a prodigal son. He has been sat out for Neil and sat out for Gerard O'Donnell, and now he comes back and makes his first start in a long time, and he puts us 1-0 up on Liverpool. What a great cross in from Ashley Bailey to Jean Amena, short angle shot, heads it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Sheffield. Let's go, boys. Out to Bailey. We just need the red shirts crossing. Oh, please, please, Amena. Ah, almost made it 2. I'm sorry, I just can't help but have a proper laugh over this. Amena, for long periods of time, not using him just because he has not aged well. His talents had not aged well. For him to finally get a goal and almost have gotten a second one, absolutely having a laugh here. What am I going to do to change anything? Absolutely nothing. If we're doing well against Liverpool with what we're going with, then I'm not going to change anything. Let's see how we finish it out. It's a free kick to Liverpool right on the edge of the box. Oh, he's out. Silva, what a great save. Wow, I thought Liverpool were going to equalize right there, but they still have a chance. It's a corner kick coming in. It's just over the bar. Wow. We had a chance to counterattack. The ball has been placed all the way back to the Liverpool goalkeeper, and now this is going to be a Liverpool goal. Oh, wow, what a ball over the top. Corner kick for us, 11 minutes from time. It wasn't really a good corner kick, but we do still get the ball right back. Fowler needs to hold on to that ball. Oh, no, don't let them counterattack us right now. Don't let them do this to us right now. They're moving the ball with pace, and with a purpose. Sorrentino, what a great save from Silva. 3 minutes of stoppage time is on the clock, but it's almost come and gone. Curtis Nelson with a long throw. About 30 seconds left to go in this match. We're holding on to a 1-0 lead over Liverpool. A very famous lead, a famous win. If we can come away with it, Jean Amena has bruised his damn shin. And for all that he's done today, he's going to need a nice long break. What a great shot. Oh, goes wide. And just like that, the full-time whistle goes. It's 1-0 to Sheffield. A very famous victory for the club. I can't believe it. And all happened because of a player that I didn't play all that much during the season or last season. And he comes out and he gets a goal. Could have had 2. Crazy, isn't it? And just to think, if we would have lost this match too, we would have dropped down into 16th place and relegation would have been looking very likely. But as it stands right now, beating Liverpool, we are jumping up into 10th place with how many matches? 9 matches left to go in the season. With 9 matches left to go, safety is almost assured. So this is what the final run-up is going to look like for the end of the season as well as the end of the series. You have a couple of matches in there sprinkled that we could possibly come away with an easy result like QPR and Watford. Definitely not going to win against United or Chelsea, and it all leads up to the final double livecom of Everton and Arsenal. I feel like that is the same amount of difficulty that we had today, and it's going to go in that next episode. In fact, it quite possibly could be the deciding factor on if we are going to stay up or not. I have high hopes that we will, but it all comes down to what our run-up is going to be. Like, will we hit a very bad patch of form up until those final 2 matches, and will we see ourselves in relegation territory? I personally don't think so. I think like we are safe at this point in time, but it all remains to be seen up until the final whistle is blown on the season. So until that time, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this episode. And if you like this episode, please drop a like on it. It lets me know that you are still enjoying the series. And if you like the channel in general, please go and hit that subscribe button. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, guys, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.